Mars in Pisces, how it affects your luck and personality. If you were born with Mars in Pisces, you flounder and feel lost when you try to conform to the wishes of others. You find your confidence and physical vitality when you act on a sense of being led by signs, dreams, and intuition. What moves you? Mars shows what motivates us and what activates that surge of physical vitality that sets goals in motion. And Pisces is a water sign that feels everything, to the point of being empathic and often psychic. They act on dreams, emotional states, and spiritual longings. Since Mars Pisces is so open and often without boundaries, many instinctively protect themselves by staying in the background. This allows them to observe the full dimensions of what's happening, and act when the time is right. Not everyone will understand the Mars Pisces person, and may judge them as passive, or losers who don't jump on opportunities. But the secret gift here is their ability to give over to a bigger wave, and ride it to an outcome that's sensed at the soul level. Mars Pisces speaks. For real-life insight, Angel Lopez from the Astrology Realness blog provides some realizations he's had. His sun is Aries, and he's got Mars in Pisces. He's in the movie business, as well as being a writer and an astrologer. From Angel Lopez. Here is what it's like for me as a Mars Pisces. It can feel like a blessing and a curse. At times, I feel very in tune with the physical rhythms of my life. Simply put, I have good timing and strike when the spirit moves me. But at other times, I feel as if I'm moving through cobwebs. I can be detached from the moment and, in those times, fail to react in a quick Aries-like way. Instead, I stand still and observe, or cower within what feels like my own fear of movement. In those moments, it's not fun. Overall, my Mars Pisces is what makes me the strong spiritual warrior that I am. While others are more greatly compelled to action, by challenging issues facing the world we live in, I am more compelled by what affects the soul. I want to affect change from the inside out. That is why I write. That is why I create. And that is definitely why I am an astrologer. Spiritualized. This is a tricky Mars, given that Pisces is the final sign, and one of wrapping things up and returning to the source. To understand Mars Pisces, let's consider Pisces and its ruler Neptune, and the power of moving with a force that encompasses, but is greater than the self. The Mars Pisces person finds it hard to get angry at someone, because they see the reasons for the behavior, and have great compassion. They see the good in even the darkest characters, and have to be cautious about falling into the victim role. Living in the material world. The vitality of Mars that's so attuned to the soul makes you different, because you're not motivated by worldly gain. You can grow despondent without a creative pursuit, and the catharsis that comes from fully expresses all that's inside you. You shine when you actively share your awareness of those subtle realities that are often missed. You act to bring enchantment back into the topside world, and with it a sense of wonder. This is an artistic Mars that's often got a sense of devotion about self-expression. You may be talented in music, or visual arts, and other symbolic mediums. With this Mars, you want to be a channel for a variety of soulful expressions. There's a natural path there to wear many faces, as with acting, or embody the language of the soul, dance, poetry. Mars and Pisces people can also be gifted healers, since they are so empathic. They have to work hard, though, to avoid taking on the dramas and traumas of others. In relationships, they move tentatively towards a new love, and will recoil around brusque, crude behavior. They're likely to just escape from a bad situation, rather than deal with major confrontations. Someone that comes on too strong will cause them to swim away. Going with the flow. The sign of the fishes swims in two directions, and Mars here can seem just as unpredictable. You are a sensitive Mars that leads with your heart, often coming to the aid of others, especially the vulnerable. Mars in Pisces is the champion of the underdog and the forsaken. And these natives can also seem rudderless at times, or take a passive approach to situations. The ability to go with the flow makes them vulnerable to stronger wills, until they've learned to trust their intuitive radar. The impulse to act depends on the mood of the moment, and the emotional currents in the environment. That's why it's vital to discern which situations drain your life force, and to take the time to be alone. Mars in Pisces wants romance, and the dream of love to be intermingled with sex. Fantasy and lots of tender foreplay help create the right atmosphere. What turns them on is kind eyes and an open heart. Turns-offs are a judging attitude, out-of-control materialism or ego and rough ways in bed. Romantic attitudes. More into emotions rather than physicality, Mars Pisces are romantic and dreamy. They hope for the perfect love and like fantasy in bed. They tend to do everything in their power to impress their partner. They want someone with whom they can connect deeply, and make love like in the movies. Because they are sensitive, they will respond to their partner's every desire. Without affection, these guys wouldn't even be in a relationship. Emotional connection is absolutely necessary for them to get involved with someone. Sensual, they are lost without intimacy. Never aggressive in the sack, Mars Pisces will do anything to make their partner feel pleasure. Others will think they are detached, because they are so passive that they would only be fantasizing. The most intuitive and spiritually rich sign, in which Mars can reside, these guys are sometimes self-sacrificing, allowing only the partner to satisfy his or her needs in bed. The Mars and Pisces Man. A man having Mars in Pisces can seem puzzling. And because of the conflicting nature of the Pisces, he may have two personalities that he'll display according to the situation and the people around him. This guy needs to be accepted for who he is, which can be a mystery to many. As soon as a woman will take her time to know him, she will discover there are many rewards to being with him. He will say exactly what his lady wants to hear, at the perfect moment. The dreamer of the zodiac, he will have ideals and fantasize about them. A more practical partner will be perfect for him. While he will imagine and come up with new ideas, she will do everything in her power to put them into practice. Such a relationship could be very resourceful and interesting to watch. The Mars and Pisces woman. Never underestimate women with Mars and Pisces, because they are too good to be unappreciated. Very feminine and under the influence of a water sign, the lady born with this planetary transit in her chart, goes with the flow and allows life to do whatever it wants of her. She lets herself be ruled by feelings and is first of all romantic. A man who wants to be with her should bring her flowers and chocolates, if he wants more than a friendship. She feels everything very intensely, so romantic gestures will seem something extraordinary to her. Feminine and forgiving, she deserves all the love and attention of men, because she's so careful to make others feel good, before she feels this way. As she wants to see if she can trust someone first, this lady won't reveal herself completely on the first date. She will open soon after she will start to trust, so the lucky man who has got her will be able to harness all of her Mars and Pisces energy. She shouldn't be manipulative and change so that her partner liked her more. As well, she shouldn't expect him to make changes in his personality either. When Mars will be in Pisces, this lady needs to reevaluate her feelings and relationships. She will find a better balance during this period. Everything will be clearer to her, so she can't use the excuse that she didn't notice a relationship is harming her. Difficulties to overcome. The Mars Pisces people can have problems controlling their emotions, not to mention they sometimes can't find the motivations to do what they want, whenever they want it. Daily life can seem very difficult for those who are born in with this aspect in their chart. Many will see them as too passive, because they don't take action when opportunities are right in their hands. It takes someone very understanding to deal with Mars Pisces. They sometimes procrastinate and recuperate from what they had to deal with in the past. But they will always be receptive and attentive to their partner's needs and dreams. All they want is a little bit of trust and faith. They may not seem like they are wise in any way, but they actually are. Their self-sacrificing attitude may make others think of them as fools.